A child fell off of a Disney cruise ship, a 5-year-old. I have questions. So let's talk a little ship, shall we? Hi guys, my name is Carolyn. Welcome to the channel, Ken K Cruise. Over here, I talk about all things cruise news and just offer up my musings about said news. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe, get the video out. I'm trying to get it up to 1,000 subscribers and things of that nature so we can get it monetized and I can keep bringing you guys this content, okay? All right, let's get into the news, shall we? On Sunday, June 29th, at approximately 11:30 in the morning, a 5-year-old girl fell off of the Disney Dream cruise ship. The cruise ship was on its way to Port Everglades, Florida. She fell off the 4th deck through one of the portholes. For those of you who don't know, the portholes, they're like you have this steel sheet, metal sheet of shipping of building material with a cutout. On the Disney ships, they're typically circular. So she fell out of a porthole off of the Disney Dream. The father jumped in after the child, and the man overboard alarm was sounded, and the Disney Dream turned around, made its way back to the pair that were floating in the Atlantic Ocean. Disney launched its rescue boats, and I'm happy to report that the father and child were rescued alive, brought back to the ship, made it on land, got to the hospital to be looked after, and back home. Okay, so this is a good story because the child survived. Being a mother of a small child, or just a mother period, but of a small child, and we do cruise, my heart sank when I heard the story, and I cried a little bit because I could not imagine the terror and the horror someone must feel, okay? So I'm happy to know that it was a happy ending. It was a happy ending. But I have questions, y'all. Because I travel with a small child, how did this child fall off of a cruise ship? I'm on cruise ships all the time. And it's a child, so she's 5, so presumably she's short. It's very difficult to just fall off of a cruise ship. So I've been wanting to know for quite some time what happened. In the initial reportings, they weren't really clear about what was happening. So there was all this speculation and rumors about the dad. I heard that he had sat the child on the rail to take a picture, to take a photo of her, and she fell. I heard that he was dangling over the edge of the ship, and she had fallen. So there was a lot of speculation about irresponsibility on the part of the father. We hadn't heard anything for weeks, and just recently the investigation was done and the police released their report. And the report stated that the father, he did not hang her over the railing of the ship, nor was she sitting on the railing, nor did he sit her on the railing to take a picture. As it turns out, dad and mom were playing shuffleboard on the deck. Apparently, while they were playing shuffleboard, the little girl climbed up on the railing. She sat on the railing. Mom saw the child fall into the ocean and alerted her husband. He jumped in after the child. Apparently, he treaded water for approximately 20 minutes. Any of you guys out there swim? I swim. I mean, I'm not a great swimmer, but I swim. I can tell you right now, I have never treaded water for 20 minutes in my life, ever. I mean, I guess for my child, I would somehow manage to do it and end up in rhabdomyolysis, but he treaded water for 20 minutes. The father did sustain some injuries which were not initially reported. He was brought to the hospital because he sustained injuries, but they have not reported what those injuries are, nor have they identified the father and the daughter for privacy reasons, and I understand that. Again, how did she fall off the ship? As it turns out, she sat up there. She sat up there. She fell. Mom alerted the husband, and he jumped in. Hero daddy. Hero daddy. I'm glad everything worked out, but like I said, I just wanted to know how something like this could happen, because I needed to know what did I as a parent who cruises frequently with her child, what did I as a parent need to do to help further protect my child on a cruise ship? I know when this story first came out, I was thinking, hey, maybe the railing was broken, the integrity of the railing was compromised somehow, and she fell that way. Like, I just couldn't figure out how something like that could happen. My daughter and I, we've been on the ship where we've been in the front, where you can get to the bow of the ship and, do the whole Titanic, I am the king of the world, we're the queen of the world kind of thing. And we've done that. So that came to my mind immediately when I heard this story. And I was like, oh my God, how did this happen? Because, we've done this on the ship, and, could have ended badly, right? It didn't. So, like I said, they are safe. They're back home. This is a happy story. Thank whatever higher power you pray to for that. And we now know that the child climbed up onto the railing and fell backwards through the porthole. Okay? So, if you guys like this video, please give it a like, a comment, a share, a subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!